Danny Searle, after Ebbsfleet's first public outing of the season, a 6-1 win against Punjab, had the fans purring. But what about you?
Yeah, look, it's always tough when you play these kind of fixtures, because the expectation is you're just going to walk in and win the game comfortably. It's our first official friendly, and obviously we've been working hard in training, and lads are leggy. Like yesterday was a full training day. It's not a match day minus one day. But look, we scored some good goals. If we're realistic, we probably could have scored a lot more. But you play in the conditions, you play in the pitch. But look, I think the only disappointment thing for me today is the tackle on Rax. I think it just was completely unnecessary. I don't think it was ever that kind of game, and he's made a tackle that's just stupid and very disappointing, because actually other than that it was a good night for everyone.
Did Rax come through that? He went off after that challenge, but how is he? No,
he's not in a great place at the minute. We need to assess him and look at what the actual damage is, because he's struggling to walk properly at the minute, and all because someone wants to try and make a name for themselves, and it's just stupidity. But look, it is what it is, and these things happen, so hopefully Rax comes through it.
That was the only sort of dark side of the evening, but there were lots and lots of positives for you, weren't there? The new signings all performed well, and the trialists gave a good account of themselves. Were you impressed by them?
Yeah, definitely, and 100%. That was the only negative thing from tonight, because it's a great occasion, obviously, with what the game's being played for, and you look at the players, and we set some challenges this week about a couple of little things we want to tactically implement tonight, and we want to try. And the lads did it really well. We created a lot of chances, and like you said, the trialists did really well. We would expect them to, because if they're trying to get into our side, they should stand out in games like this, and they did, and that's all you can ask of them. But like you said, the new signings, hopefully people can see why we've brought them in, and it's only going to get better.
With the trialists, do you give them the whole of pre-season to stake a claim, or have you seen enough tonight to make decisions, or give them another game, or how does that work?
It's difficult. It's from both parties, to be fair, because they want to be settled. They want to be at a club, and they want to know they're at a club. So it'd be very difficult to keep a trialist in for the whole of pre-season, I think. But there's a lot of positives tonight. Whether there's enough for us to actually make decisions on them, I think that'll be a conversation we'll have once we've watched the game back, and we have a look at the pros and cons of what they bring to the team. But we have to be careful as well, because if we sign everyone who comes in and does well, we're going to end up in the same position we were last year, and we're going to end up with 30 players, which is not what I want. So, but the lads gave a great account. They're good lads, and we're big on that. The boys that we've brought into the dressing room that are actually signed permanently, they're good lads, and they're good around the place, and they're good around the building. So, no, they didn't do themselves any harm tonight, put it that way.
You are going to run with a leaner squad this season. You said that at the question and answer session last night. But nevertheless, at half-time, you pretty much changed the side completely. And you look like you've got a wealth of riches for you to choose from as the games progress. That must be very pleasing from you, that there is so much depth there.
Well, I think that the league system changing in the sense of it's 5 subs from 7 now, and that makes it easier to a certain degree to manage a squad, because 18 of your squad are involved every game, but that also means there's pressure, because you need to make sure that when you're bringing players off the bench, you can actually change the game. And I think that people saw tonight the diversity of the midfield with regards to the style of play. You've got 5 or 6 players there that can all do different things and equally combine and play well together. So yeah, it's early days. Obviously, we've got a lot of work to do. We need to look at the goal we conceded was horrendous, but the lads know that. They've given their explanation to what happened, and it's a pre-season friendly, early pre-season friendly, and as long as they're not doing that come the end of pre-season, we'll be okay.
You talked about players being able to do various things. One of those was Giles Phillips, goal-scoring centre-back. That's handy. And there was also some discussion at the Q&A last night about not enough goals coming from set pieces. Well, a couple came from corners tonight. Yeah,
well, we laughed on the bench because I said exactly the same thing. I said, I wonder if they're here tonight, because
they were.
hopefully they can see what we're doing. We're a big threat from set pieces. We've got some big athletic players who can go and attack it and who want to attack it, and I think that's the difference. Sometimes you can have players that they have the frame, they have the physique, but actually that desire to really want to go and head it is not there. But as you can see with our boys, there's real determination tonight. And I think the thing that really impressed me the most was the recoveries when we did make mistakes, and they didn't think, oh, this is an easy game. We did the work that they needed, and that was the goal from the outset. We want 45 minutes of real graft, and I think everyone to the man gave it.
The two aspects that struck me, one was the pace that the team were playing at. Everything was at a high tempo. And also that there was a determination for everything to go forward.
Yeah.
There wasn't, take another touch and play it square or lay it back. Everything was going forward wherever possible. And that seems to be an aspect of what you're drilling into them.
100%. It's football with a purpose. There will be times when we have to look after it and we have to retain possession. There'll be phases of games where we need to settle down and just have a spell on the ball. But we have to play football with a purpose. We've got good attacking players on the pitch. There's no point having them if we don't try and find them as quickly as we possibly can. That might be one pass, it might be 10 passes. And by the way, to try and play with a tempo on this pitch was very difficult because it's long, it's sticky. You saw with a couple of the incidents, the ball's getting stuck under people's feet. So full credit to lads. I've literally just said that to in the dressing room. To play some of the football that we played is a credit to them and the work that we're doing on the training pitch.
Different game on Tuesday, Cray Valley Paper Mill. They had a fantastic cup run last season, and they're managed by a former Fleet player, Steve McKim, so that's going to be one for the fans to enjoy.
Yeah.
What are you going to be looking for out of that game?
Similar to tonight, to be fair. We're looking for. It's a slow process. Like if you look at the periodised model in football now, you're looking to build up and build up and build up like we do. That's why you have your 45s and whatnot. But we need to do some more work on the training pitch to look at some of the things that tonight that didn't quite work, and hopefully they're better against Cray and then they're better against West Ham and etc, and that's the process. But there was lots of positives tonight, lots of positives, and everything, the way the staff worked tonight, it's difficult circumstances with the spaces we've got to use and whatnot, and everyone just got on with their jobs and did it properly. And for me, overall tonight, it was a big plus.
Well, the fans have gone home happy, and let's hope that's a sign of things to come this season.
100%. Cheers, Chaz. Really
Thanks,
appreciate
Danny.
it. Top man.